Welcome, Sifu disciples. We are officially kicking off how to beat these bosses. It's going to be a great series. We have them all lined up for you guys, so get ready. Before we get into today's specific mission, I would like you guys to focus on going to our combat guide. It's going to help you learn the key components within these guides that we're going to show you how to beat the bosses. That guide will tell you how to block, parry, evade strikes, and dodge. Those 4 pillars are going to be your foundation. And if you go watch that and come back to these videos, it's going to make life a lot easier for you when you fight these bosses. Right? You're going to be watching footage of age 20 throughout each boss, and we're going to break down some content when it comes to how easy they could be. First and foremost, anytime you go into the boss, you're going to observe. In any situation, you always want to evaluate what is going on. Paying attention to the boss's combinations will help you understand their patterns, their habits, and is going to allow you to actually do what you came to do, which was defeat the boss. Today's video, we're focusing on the Botanist, the very first boss, and he is pretty basic when it comes to his patterns. He only throws a quick 1-2 combo with a spin kick to finish his attack. That spin kick is the one that you want to avoid. Simply block the first 2 and avoid the last one. And this is going to be a common theme. Basically, avoiding the last strike of any boss allows you to get in some strikes and put in some work. Now, you can't block every single attack that a boss does because they will break your shield very fast. So only block the hits that you feel like you can't avoid. If you do know how to avoid, you're going to hold the block button and move the left stick left, right, or down or up, depending on what strike it is. For example, if this is a low strike, you want to hit up on the left stick while holding the block button. But for the first boss, it's pretty basic. He does mostly headshots in the first phase. So all you're going to do is wait for his 1-2 strike, and then he's going to throw that spin kick that you're going to evade, and then put in a combination of hits onto him. One thing I personally like to do is to use the kick that sweeps him down to the floor. Then I can melee him while he's down, get him back up, do a couple quick combinations as well, and then automatically be ready for that repeat. So once again, that first phase is going to be easy if you follow those steps. You're going to go into phase number 2, where it does get a little more complicated because he's jumping out of trees. For that, you can block or you can evade it. Evading it is the best method. You want to practice that throughout the game. It's going to allow you to get a lot of focus. That focus can be used in critical moments. So please, please, please do your job and work on that skill. Now, on the second phase, he's bringing out a machete and he's doing a couple of different combinations. They're not too complicated, but you want to be very strategic on how you go about it. He has a sweep that he enters the strike with, and then he'll jump out and try to jump back at you. And that's going to be a very tricky thing to figure out, but it's pretty much every time he backs off, he's going to be lunging towards you. You want to block it or evade it. Evading is the easiest for those attacks. Other than that, it's nothing but a small sweep that he'll do to drop you. And while it can be very difficult, easily blocking it will be enough for you to be able to continue your fight with him. Blocking the sweeps is the best method for those who can't use the evade method on that. Besides that, he's pretty much very easy in that aspect. You can pick up weapons in this next area and be able to focus your damage on him if you want, but it is perfectly fine without that. Another thing to note, is do your best to boost up certain abilities like avoiding, which helps you get more focus, and you'll be good to go from there. That is pretty much the guide for the Botanist. You want to pay attention to his 1-2 strike and then the spin kick at the start of the first phase. Once you finish him there, he's going to be jumping out a lot from the tree and doing different combinations as far as sweeping you on the floor. You want to evade that and then go into your combinations once he throws his spin kicks. The spin kicks is his #1 move. Okay. Now, if you watch this video, I'm sure you're going to want to watch part 2, which is the second boss, Sean the Fighter, who's very interesting as well. We will be putting that up so you can find it in our channel right now. Then, of course, we're going to go all the way down the line to the grand finale, and I believe we've done a good job to bring you Sifu content, and we hope you guys interact and enjoy it and come be a part of what we have going on here in this channel. And with that said, I think you have what it takes to get to the grand finale, which we will be showcasing as well, and we'll see you there.